What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from Nilüfer Yanya entitled "PAINLESS." This is Nilüfer Yanya's second studio album. She released her first album, Miss Universe, back in 2019. Uh, and Nilüfer is an indie slash alternative rock artist from London, England. I almost threw alternative R&B in there as well, but at least I did not see that as listed under her genre. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this review. Uh, this first track, "The Dealer." This is a very up-tempo beat. Now, Lufer here expresses needing to process her angst and to process just who she's dealing with, and she thought that this person was somebody that she could rely on, and she comes to, if not realize, but at the very least acknowledge that the one that's breaking herself apart from others and breaking up her relationships with others is her. And she acknowledges how she just might end up alone, and she tends to end up alone because of that. Now, this next track, L/R, left, right. This beat has an edge, and there's an eeriness about it, as well as Nilüfer's ghost-like delivery. It's very catchy too. Just left, right, whatever makes you happy. It's like I really enjoyed this track. And she just said that sometimes it feels like you're so violent, autopilot. Sometimes it feels like you're so violent. Yeah, really catchy track. I fuck with it. And the next track, Shameless. Here, uh, here, Nilüfer is just saying like, "Yo, spit me out, watch me burn, hate me if you like, and if it feels good, it must be all right." And just saying like, "I wasted so much of my life, so there's no need to rush." And inside these four walls, inside these walls, we're stateless, still going out with the faithless. Um, and she was just saying like, if it's a sign, like if this is enough, then um, why do I why do I live here or leave here left feeling your touch? Under it all, I'm shameless. Until you fall, it's painless. And it's like the way I guess the reason this was called Shameless is because like just how she was saying like just do whatever the fuck you want to me. I have no shame. It's like damn, damn. Now this next track, Stabilize. Here, Nilüfer talks about just being it's a late night, and then she finds herself up all morning, and having this feeling that this thing that she's feeling could be nothing, and just getting these bruises in order to heal her body, and how she's waiting on no one to save her, and how her mind is just jumping all over the place but going nowhere, and how she's going through all this, it seems, as a form of therapy. She's not waiting for somebody to come over and heal her or save her type of thing. I think she said she, so maybe she was referring to maybe a therapist or a shrink to come over. I'm not exactly sure. Now, this next track, "Chase Me," one of my favorite songs on the album and in 2022, period. Uh, Here she talks about just needing nothing anymore, and how the traces of the love, or a certain love in particular, um, how she lets her, or it lets her, make it halfway to them, and that their love continues to chase her. And she expresses not being able to make friends because she doesn't make any sense and she can't pretend to. And it feels like it's already coming and scarring her. So maybe she's referring to those spaces that she alluded to in the track, closing in on her and coming on and scarring her, giving her those bruises that she was talking about perhaps in the previous track. This next track, did I? I don't think I talked about every track. Now that I think about it, I think I talked about all but one. That might have been the track "Trouble." Um, Actually, you know what? I can check real quick. I know I did not talk about "Trouble," but um, the Mystic. I didn't talk about that track either. Okay. So this next track, "Midnight Sun." What does she say here? "I know when it's not okay. I can't keep my head down." And I'm adding this in parentheses, you, parentheses off, don't like whenever I'm not in pain, whenever I try to complain, to you we are all the same. So, and what did she say? Love is raised by common thieves, hiding diamonds up their sleeves. She's now, as far as her saying like, whenever I try to complain, to you we are all the same. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure of Nilüfer's sexuality stuff because there have been points throughout the album up to this point, and as the album progresses to the second half, where I was like, so she's talking about another woman here, and in this track, she's talking about a guy. It's hard to tell sometimes. Of course, not judging, not at all. Um, but yeah, it seems like here she may be referring to a guy because just saying whenever I try to complain to you, we are all the same. So saying we, uh, it feels like she's saying to you, all of us women are the same. This next track, Try. Man, another one of my favorite tracks off this album and probably of 2022 as well. I mean, my goodness. Try and forget of you. Till I get lost tearing so deeply, I am happy to lose. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I kind of fucked that chorus up right there too because how did she put it? And I am happy to lose. Can I get lost here completely? It's, oof. Now Lufa, man, Jesus Christ, man. This was my intro to her. Um, Back in 2019, like I said, she released Miss Universe, and I checked it out, but I did not review it, and it's not really that memorable, but I cannot forget this project. Here she says, silence leaves and it comes in stages, but there's no fruit till you go silent on me. Keep out from here. I can't take it. Like, just how the way she's delivering uh, the lyrics here, like kind of spaced out. It's like, Christ, man. What did she say? Silence leaves. I walk in your forest, but there's no roots. I'm not sure I got this. Things get strange here. No skies and no tears. Like, this track in particular is like it's the most poetic track on the album to me. It's just made. It's beautiful. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's everything. This next track, Company. This is on that indie rock tip. Like it reminds me of indie rock. She talks about how I don't know if she's speaking to a guy here or a woman. We're just saying like you keep trying and you seem exhausted and just saying like good luck trying with me because she's just talking about how she's pushing him away, trying to lose. Well, no, she said him. She pushing him away, trying to lose his company. And it's like yes, like and she said earlier in the album she'll find herself alone sometimes, or she may end up alone. And in this sense here, she's just pushing the person away. And this next track, Belong With You. This is her telling herself that she doesn't love this person anymore and that there won't be a next time, but she keeps saying throughout the track, I belong with you, I belong with you, I belong with you. And this is on that indie rockish tip as well, so I definitely fuck with it. And the last track, because I skipped over the Mystic, but well, you'll see because I wrote about this towards the end of this track summarization. Another Life. She talks about how she can't watch as this person walks away and like over her face. So now she finds herself picking up the pace and she wants them to believe that she's all right and that if they're leaving, she wants to know like, okay, are you okay with losing everything? And saying that she'll do anything. So again, being shameless. Shoot. And she talks about how she spends a lot of days with these thoughts and how, in a way, she is lost, but in another life, she wasn't. And she did say in the last track, The Mystic, that this final track, well, not this final track, but that track, The Mystic, was about watching other people move on with their lives. So for this track, it keeps it cohesive here for this track to be like, okay, but what are you gonna do? Are you okay with losing everything? Like really? And it's like, man. But to be honest, the first half of this album I enjoy the most. Um, Try was on the second half, and there were tracks like Company, Belong With You, and heck, Another Life. I didn't review. I did not talk about or summarize um, in any way uh, Trouble or The Mystic. Not because they weren't bad tracks, but they weren't necessarily resonating with me the way the other tracks were. But those other tracks absolutely freaking resonated with me. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of this review. If you've heard this album, please let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. And if you haven't heard the album, I definitely recommend that you check it out. A link to stream it is in the description. Um, and if you like this review, hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. Share the review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see. Uh, Check the description because all of my essential links as far as connecting further with me outside of this YouTube channel are in there as well. That's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I have one more review. This last album that I need to review, I haven't even listened to it in full yet. I told myself, I told myself that it will be the last album that I listen to from 2022 because I just know I'm gonna freaking review it. I feel like it's a dead giveaway because I haven't said a word about it, and it's like glaringly it's missing from my channel. That's all I'll say. That's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.